Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Baylor Tiger. What is it?
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He's got room to run right at the start. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
5-9. Ready.
Herbert now on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And he will have a Broncos first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's made by Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now, the extra point. And this one is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Patriots move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Set.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He's got room to the 45. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey, go lion. Ready?
Herbert to the air again. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Hey, ram. Set. Go.
Herbert to the air again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
OP.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Ready?
They'll motion over Flowers.
Set.
Now Herbert again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Set.
On play action now, Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down. They put Pickens in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too. But it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in. Here's 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's out quickly into the hands of Polk. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
5-9. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
380. Ready.
Now a play fake. Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
They were... this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20. Second and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, New England. The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. That pass play good for 22. First down, Broncos.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point is up and through. Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Let's stay 19. 69. Track 60. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Back to the air once more on second down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Second down and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Look wide. Get this one complete.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal.
Ready.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Pats are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Set. Reel it.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now Herbert on the bootleg. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and They got some big plays in their future.
That's brought in right side by Pickens. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, fourth down.
Herbert going to go on fourth down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Now a give on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, New England.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down, 3 to go. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Patriots will cut the deficit to 7.
24. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Run! 10. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
10. 10.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
That's complete left side to Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Denver. The extra point is good. Broncos tag on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Okay, ready?
Here's first and 10.
Ready? Go!
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, so sometimes as a coach, Mike, you just got to step in and take over. And I think in this case, you're going to look at your quarterback and say, I don't care how open that guy looks. If that defender's on that half the field, throw it to the other half because this is the second time he has picked you off, and I guarantee the only thing on his mind right now.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Back to the air once more on... the ball's out. The Broncos have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Allen in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
60. 18 run. 18 run.
They'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.